Hello everybody. Happy Monday everyone. Our visionary entrepreneurs and life changers. I can see I'm going live, right? It's live again. It's our Monday, Momentum Monday. How are you? I hope you are feeling energetic, excited for a new week. How many weeks we have? Only 52 weeks, right? If you really count, wow, that number is like, if you really count by weeks, every year, only 52 weeks. And if you count our life, gosh, I hope I can live up to 100 or even maybe more, right? If we just averagely count as 100 times 52 weeks, how many weeks we have on this earth? Only 5,200. That's not like a very big fancy number, right? But when you are actually in the river of time, sometimes you feel time flies, sometimes feel time slowly, but actually, if you can really have that view of your time at the other end, what you could really leave as a legacy. What you can leave as a legacy. Today, it's very exciting topic. Are you ready? Hi. By the way, every Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we are here gathering inside of our Facebook group, Abundant Entrepreneurs, to sharing every week. We have a refreshed learning, inspirations, and focus on our growth and focusing on our strategies and how we can become confident expert and thought leader to attract more our ideal clients and at the same time fulfill our life, fulfill our clients' life as well, right? Today, this topic, if you saw my posts through the past few days, since last Friday until yesterday, Sunday, gosh, I could not imagine it's already finished. It's just like I've been looking forward to it, and now it's already finished. But the great wealth I've already learned and the assets I'm getting on my papers and in my mind, everything. It's so enriched. I can't wait to share with you. And I did share every day through the past 3 days, every day a summary of my inspiration, just very brief one. I hope you get inspired. And today, it's even a greater overview. This is my challenge. It's just like Tony mentioned, never leave a site or thing of a decision without taking action, right? So the most important thing is whatever you learn, whatever inspirations you get, the more important thing is how you follow up to take action, how you really make that decision and take action right away and make that decision to make changes in your life and in your business and eventually impact more other people. So my challenge to myself to really summarize the 3 days of wealth mastery learning with Tony Robbins, with his whole team, and put that into a summary so I can teach you. Through the teaching, I will reinforce my learning, my growth, and at the same time to share the best value and knowledge with you. So I hope that today, after you learn all this Matrix 11, by the way, this is not from Tony. I summarized what I learned and also through all these years, right? I learned from other masters and other financial professionals and my personal practice, put that together. So far, I do not claim that I'm super like a wealth expert yet, but what I've already learned so far definitely could bring a great benefits to you, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? The 3 days, by the way, the 3 days, my goodness. The 3 days with over 4,070 people all over the world from over 84 countries. And you cannot imagine that kind of maybe you can saw that pictures, right? Some of you maybe experienced Tony's live events. You can feel that kind of atmosphere and still with me, that kind of energy and power, and also genuine love and compassion, and everybody's desires, everybody's dreams, everybody's energy, and it's still staying with me. So that's a super great feeling. And all those, this is just a few pages. I took dozens of over even hundreds of notes on my saved on my computer as well. So I printed some of them again of my financial destiny, my declaration I would just quickly introduce to you. I also even got my financial planning paper. They have a platform, and now the things I will follow up and to chew on it. It will take me days to chew on it and really understand the whole picture from the event, like the initial data to actually at the end it's like a blueprint. But from here, this is just like a very simple version, and you need to really fully understand how from here you can really better allocate and do better thing. Okay, so let me get back to the max 11s, max matrix. Sorry, the matrix 11. This is I summarize what I learned and especially my inspirations. And Tony did not have this way organized, but now I feel like it's even more organized and for me to reference on it. So what is a wealth matrix 11? So here is my summarize. Number one, what does wealth mean to you? Okay, why do you want wealth? What's the definition of wealth? Some of them think money, right? It's just simply, oh, money, wealth, I have a lot of money. And other people, majority, if you are already conscious original entrepreneurs and life changers, I believe that you have a more expanded meaning for wealth already, right? Tony has a definition like wealth is a new level of your abundance. That means there's no limitation, right? There's no ending point. You can always have a next level, new level of a growth of your abundance, right? So I love this definition because, and they also introduce a different definitions as well. But this one totally resonates with me because I'm an abundance person, right? I am teaching other people how to achieve and attract your abundance, manifest your abundance. So this is one of my favorites. A definition of wealth is definitely a new level, ever expanding new level of your abundance. So as long as you are keeping growing, keeping expanding yourself, not just your money, not just your like a bank account, right? Every aspect of your life. If you keep growing, keep expanding yourself, keep improving, keep fulfilling, and that kind of abundance in every aspect of your life, that is the wealth. Okay, so I hope you have great understanding of wealth. But the number one of the matrix 11 is really why. After you understand what is wealth, why do you want wealth? Why? Sounds like very simple, right? Everybody wants to have, of course, not just money, of course, abundance in every aspect of life, right? Because eventually the purpose of us, we want to live a happy life here. Nobody wants to live a miserable life here, right? But at the same time, how can you really experience that extreme abundant happiness? It's not just for yourself. If you only have like a lot of money, even like infinite money, or you have a lot of like materials, even though you can live very great like a life quality, but if you are not contributing values to other people, and by the way, if you're not contributing a lot of values to other people, I could not imagine how you can make a lot of money. But now I know some people in this market, right? There are quite some people, especially in the financial market, many people are stipulate the money, right? They're generating money, but they are not really contributing a lot of value there. Okay, you know who I'm talking about. So that's why I love Warren Buffett, by the way. And yesterday somebody introduced the Bitcoin. And during the training, I was sharing some of my thoughts before I even read any article or thoughts about Warren Buffett, right? But I know Warren Buffett believes in value investment. That's why. So yesterday I shared some of my thoughts. I think the Bitcoin, I will never invest that. I don't know you, but I know quite some other people are crazily investing it and so happily see quite big like a return immediately. But I'm not kind of person. I focus on really the value and especially long-term value. That's another part. I think I'm quite resonated with Warren Buffett, right? Because this is the why, right? Now we're talking about the why. Why you want a wealth? You want the money, not just because you want the money to live a fancy, luxurious life, right? Because that kind of we know so many examples of celebrities who had great big money, but they are never living miserable life, and some of them even suicided because they felt empty of their life. Okay, so that's very important. The number one matrix 11 is really clarify your big why you want wealth, not just for yourself. And even not just for your loved ones, like your parents, your kids, your family, your spouse, your close ones, your friends, right? Not even just for them. Of course, they are big reason for your why. But then If you are really a visionary entrepreneur and life changer, you want to bring the best benefits and the best wealth to many other people, right? That's my why. Actually, I want abundance of all, because I love people. I really want everyone, not just myself, not just my loved ones, not just my close ones. I want everyone to live an abundant life, so that we can live this world and share the love, share this kind of a positive energy, and support each other, live in harmony, right? And live in abundance in every aspect of our life. That's really my mission, also my dream in this world. I feel like that's the ideal world I want to live in. So every day I'm doing the work, even just like adding a tiny, like a pieces of my coins or like my pennies. I want to add that kind of a harmony, abundance, energy, and also this kind of like a training, teaching, coaching, mentoring, all this kind of a contribution. I want to help to fulfill that kind of a mission. That's my why, right? So what's your why? It's very super important. Understand what's your why. If your why is not clear, many people in this world, quite of them lost in front of the money, and especially after they own the money, or some of them are still like pursuing money, greedily pursuing the money, they lost themselves. And that's why some people say that money is evil. Actually, it's really the person. They lost themselves because they do not have a clear and noble why. Okay, so I hope this inspires you to clarify your why. That is noble, and not just for yourself, not just a selfish why, but really how you can use the wealth to contribute to many other people to make this world better. Okay, number 2, your vision. Your vision. What's your vision on your wealth? I'm wishing that when I have a lot of abundance and also the money as well, how I'm giving more to this world, how I'm contributing more to this world, how I can fulfill many of my visions, including my abundance university, including my retreat centers, including my traveling around the world to coach people, to mentor people, and to do speaking and to impact people. Okay, it's almost like an unlimited vision, but every day and bring that into myself, bring that like a connection. Don't put like your vision too far away and so you can never reach it, but make your vision so vivid every day. Later on I will introduce another secret, another metrics, how you can put that into your reality. Okay, so it's like a really build up that vision, that kind of noble vision, and you can make that impact and legacy, make your life really meaningful. Okay, and so at the same time you can contribute so much value to other people. Okay, that's your second vision. By the way, I do not want you to just passively listen to my introduction and teaching about the matrix, the wealth matrix 11. I want you to write down, take your notes, write down, and take it as a question and challenges for you to follow up, to answer it, really answer it. Otherwise, knowledge or inspiration is nothing for you unless you can really clarify it, take that challenge, and take action to follow up. Okay, just like what I learned from Wealth Mastery with Tony Robbins and his team, and now I wrote that down, summarized my matrix 11s, and now I'm teaching you, and then after I teach you, I will follow up to implement them. Okay, so this is key. And now number 3, okay, number 3 of the matrix 11, dreams, your financial 5 dreams. This is one of the best learning I got from this live event. I had my financial, initially I had some financial numbers, they're here and there, right? But now this time I get a really clear 5 financial dreams, very clearly by the levels, so by the milestones. The first one is your financial security. Like how much money you really put into items, right? How much money and expenses, for example, your basic expenses from different categories, your food, your utility, your shelter, not including your mortgage, right? And then what else? Those most transportation, right? Those basic things you need to live for your security. So that's a level 1 for your financial dream. And then level 2 is your financial vitality. So at the top of that, sometimes you may want some like extra clothes and extra some items, right, for your fun, for your entertainment, to make your life better. Vitality, that's why we call it financial vitality. And the third one, of the 5 financial dreams, is your financial independence. Like how much money from on the top of that financial vitality. Okay, everything is from the level on, you are adding up on the previous level and adding some extra stuff on the top. Okay, and then level 3 is that financial independence. So on the base of your security and also your vitality, what some extra like items you want to add to make your life even better, right? And so you have that kind of a little bit of flexibility in your finance control and in your ownership and in your life's quality. Add those items to your list, and that'll get your financial independence. And then, that by the way, the financial independence including some like ongoing things. You invest in some, you need, for example, medical insurance, right? You need some kind of a emergency fund and some other like by the way, sorry, that emergency fund should be put into your level 1 emergency fund. And for insurance and for some other, let's say some other items you think is necessary for your life to be a good position. Okay, some add those items that get your financial independence level of you could say that's like a budget or like planning. And then level 4 is the financial freedom, right? Financial freedom. By the way, based on my number, I calculated around like a 50,000 for my financial security, at least 70,000 for my financial vitality, and then minimum of a 6-figure for my financial independence. And then for the financial freedom, I calculate based on my calculation, right? That freedom, including some luxurious stuff you want, including some part of your dream items you add. For example, I want now I'm in a house in Forest Hills of New York. This is already over $1.5 million of a house, but I really want someday have my castle, a castle kind of a building, and that's another of my dream items, right? So based on all those things, I added a few fancy stuff I would love to have for my financial freedom, and including my travelings, right? Every year some traveling budget, some great quality of traveling. I did that together. It's almost $500,000 for me a year to really own my financial freedom. Okay, so then the level 5 is really your absolute financial freedom. In that one, you will add more dream items, absolute one. So you do not have big concerns about any kind of luxurious stuff, right? Including like we follow Tony's model, right? Including like Tony shared great stories about how he take that leap of faith to really, when he still like just made some early success in his early 30s, and how he got his castle as well, and then his plane, and then later his island, right, at Fiji, and his resort. Those stuff you can add into your absolute freedom items and add that together. To me, around $5 to $7 million, okay, every year. Okay, so that's some example for you. Just give you some idea how you can plan for your 5 financial dreams. All right, so you got that? That's our matrix 11. Matrix 11 number 3. So this will definitely a great creator like roadmap for you to get a better idea about your financial levels and numbers as well, and also connect that with your dreams, with the items you really want to have in your life. Okay, so that's number 3. Now number 4, very important. What's your beliefs on money? What's your beliefs on money? Okay, I hope you were to get a big picture from the first 3 already, right? But now the belief, you need to ask yourself. We did some exercise. Keep asking people 12 questions related to money from different angles, and very quickly, the person who is answering without further thinking, just quickly from their intuition and from their just a response, direct response. What's money about, right? I know that many years ago, I could have very limited belief in money, so my answer will be totally from today. And today is like during the exercise of this 3 days event, my answers surprisingly is all positive now, all positive. So now I've already built up through all these years of coaching practice and personal development, right? I've already built up all positive energy and positive beliefs around money. So you can, for example, do this exercise, write down a few questions, give example, okay? And then ask either your partner or your friend to asking you to do this exercise so they can help you quickly write down the answers you do. Okay, then to review what's your beliefs about money. For example, money is, you can ask, what is money? What is wealth? And what does it mean to have a lot of money? And what would you do with a lot of money? Right? So all these kind of like related questions about money. And then you answer and write down and review to see what's your belief. Because you won't do that quick answers. So without thinking, without further thinking, that will be your really current mindset and belief about money and wealth. Okay, so just be true to yourself. Don't try to what should be the right answer. There's no right answer, but really quickly answer those questions, and then it's your true like snapshot of your current beliefs on money. That's very important. So where you can see, where is my limiting beliefs after you review, and then where is a great part, and how I can shift those limiting beliefs to really great ones. Okay, so that's number 4 of the metrics. Number 5, identity with wealth. This is super important. What's your identity with wealth? And you could put yourself in a category, can define that category. Like Lauren is the trainer of Tony Robbins on this event. She's a majority time leader, and she shared that she's in a category. She defined her category as a billionaire babe. I guess she loves all those B-started words, because in her sharing, she has a lot of like a business owner, She loves like a billionaire babe. That kind of a category energizes her. How about me? Then I define myself, I'm in abundance blessed angel category. So abundance blessed angel, this is all my related to my faith, related to my gratitude, and related to my positive thinking, like where my position is, right? And then in that category, how do you further define yourself? This is related to even your niche and your niche statement and your branding, your title as well, right? I call myself Abundance Thought Leadership Coach. And if I further define myself, my title, if I want to share with other people, right? I'm a transformational author and speaker. And also I'm abundant entrepreneur, just like we're in this group, right? Abundant Entrepreneurs group. I'm an abundant entrepreneur, and now I'm also adding the investor here. I'm an abundant entrepreneur and investor. Because I also believe that money, you need to invest it. You need to net money to grow money and add more values, and eventually you can use more wealth and money to contribute to this world. And this belief is related to a big why, okay? So definitely here is a group, here is like from your why to your identity. This top 5 metrics is super important. This is your foundation, okay? Remember, this is your foundation. This matrix foundation. This will decide your financial destiny. Super important. Make sure that you answer all of them, okay? Now, number 6, be true to yourself. What's your challenge? And Tony called that not just challenge, okay? Chokehold. What's your chokehold for wealth? What do you feel like? I cannot breathe. Every day I'm struggling with this, right? What is your chokehold? Find your top 1 or top 3. I found my top 3. The first one, number 1, is really, I'm not dream big enough. Definitely, I'm limiting myself. I'm not dreaming big enough. I dare not dream big enough because for example, my background, I came from China, southwest of like a hilly and mountain, small county. It's it's a poor place, but my childhood is abundant in nature, in some basic resources, but still for money, we were poor. My parents, through their life, they never really get in much extra money, just like barely good enough to live like a security and vitality level of life. Okay, I should say that. So they had the first 2 levels of, I should also say they got their financial independence because they kept working before their retirement. So so far they fulfilled the level 3, the first 3 levels of financial dreams. But then for financial freedom or absolute financial freedom, that's almost beyond our imagination, right? So that's where my limitation. I dare not to dream big enough. And also because of my culture, Oriental culture, conservative culture background, I have been I think when I review my life, I have been very conservative, very logical, and thank God I now believe in God, right? So this get me my mind out of my previous box. So I have that another dimension of life, the faith and the energy and the attraction. So I'm so happy through the 12 years of coaching practice, I've already owned a lot of abundance mindset thought. That's why when I was doing the abundance, the wealth beliefs exercise, all my believing are great positive beliefs on money. So that's a great sign, right? I am taking this shift, but I feel like I'm not dreaming big enough. The second part, by the way, this is relative, right? For example, I compare with many of my peers, I've already been dreamed too big for them. But compared with my mentors like Tony Robbins and Dean Grossassi, all those like masters, right? I've not been dreamed enough, because I'm now not comparing myself with them, but I'm taking them as my role models to measure my dreams. So I'm definitely not dream big enough. Like yesterday, I was also reviewing what Tony Robbins has, I do not have. I just found we both have great faith. We both have great, like a big heart, and that kind of abundance, love to the world. And also, but what I do not have is like, I did not have that hunger from my like a childhood environment. I had abundance of supplies. I did not really struggle with Tony Robbins had that really physical, biological hunger, and then in the hunger transferred into his his business, into his like life pursuit, that kind of hunger. I did not have that, so that's what I'm missing. I need build up like I have been like a spiritual person, and also but not very interested in money before, and that's why my new mantra is really I love money and money loves me, right? So this is like I did not have a Tony's like hunger, and the second part I did not have his bold courage, very bold courage, right? Especially of course like a mom, like a woman. This kind of background made me more cautious, because I'm as a woman, especially as a mom, I'm at a position like a protective, loving, nurturing, protective to my kids, like that way, right? So I feel like I'm missing that kind of a. It's also because of hormone, right? The natural hormone. We do not have their, like men kinds of a hormone. So we have our hormone, the women's hormone. So I do not have that kind of like a super courage and boldness. That's the first two. I miss. I compare with my, like when I say, oh, what Tony has, I does not have. So that's why. And now I'm challenging myself to dream big, dream bigger, and also challenge myself to be even more brave and courageous, okay? So that's myself, the challenge took hold, the number one. The number two is I'm limited by my reality as well. So even majority time I'm doing abundance meditation, abundance coaching, abundance mindset, but quite sometimes, often I could still like look at the reality, and my view, my vision, and my dream could be limited by reality, right? So that's where I'm taking my shifting. And the number three is really how to better manage my time. That's so essential, right? Time is the best asset you could have. How I can best manage my time and really have better self-discipline and generate even higher performance and results, right? So that's where I can definitely keep learning forever from masters like Tony Robbins, right? So that's my top three chokeholds. What's yours? Really be honest to yourself. Write down what's your chokeholds, what's your top three challenges that you've been struggling with, and how you can take shift about that. Okay, awareness is your first step to take those shifts. All right. Okay, that's our number 6 already, right? For our metrics, 11th. Now, number 7. Based on your foundation, all your beliefs, your why, your vision, your dreams, and then now your challenges. Based on that, what changes? What changes are needed? Number 7 is changes. The changes you want to take, like just I summarize those 3, right? My top 3 challenges are also my top 3 changes I need to make. I need to dream bigger. I need look beyond my realities and focus on my mission and vision. And then number 3, I need to become a master of my time, even better on my time management and my implementation. Okay, so that's my top 3. Make sure that you will write down your challenges you want to take. Okay, then number 8. of matrix 11 is goals. It's super important, right? Your goals. What's your goals? From your long term to your short term. From your, like, for example, 10 years goals, 5 years goals, and then your 1 year goals. Especially make the 1 year goal very specific, but at the same time aligned with your long-term vision, dreams, and goals. Okay, so the 1 year is what really, and even better, you can put that 1 year into a 90 days, 3 months, 90 days of goals, right? Set up your goals, then you could implement, you could follow that. That's almost like an immediate guidance for you to take action. And so for me, for example, by the way, my goals, I focus on coaching my clients and really get more ideal clients to focus on my abundance coaching, right? And to further develop my coaching business. And the second part is really I have a side business for financial planning. That's very interesting, really. So super related to it, right? Now I can see why. When you have a bigger dreams on your wealth, now you will definitely want to get more mastery in a financial planning and a financial solution part. So I'm so glad, so happy. Before 2 years ago, I started to associate with a great platform and a financial broker. And now we develop a team to provide professional services. And I will mention that a little bit more later, okay? So that's also a great platform for me to keep learning. So develop that business and the financial brokerage and the planning business. And then the number 3 is my initially I want to launch that later, but here I can share a little bit of a hint of that. It's about my love about the gifts, abundance gifts store. I'm developing that, and hopefully quite soon I will launch that for you. Okay, because that's really like nobody. I believe that nobody does not love gifts, right? Everybody loves gifts, especially if it's abundance energy related gifts. Everyone will love that, and that's definitely integration of both gifts, abundance energy, and also creativity together. That's what, and also commodities together, everything together. And now I'm exploring. I've already defined my store on specific e-commerce platforms. So I will put that into part of my service to add extra value to my abundance coaching, to my audience and networks. Okay, so that's my number 3. And then what's my number 4? I remember my top 4 goals. My number 4 goals is that's interesting. Hey, see, that's why we need this training, so I can totally remember my top 4. Okay, yes, definitely. So that's why I write it down. Investment, my invest plan is definitely how to implement that. My investment plan in 2021, right, to make my portfolio more abundant and fulfilling. Okay, so that's my top 4. That's the goals. That's the number 8 of the matrix 11s. Okay, now number 9. Here is, wow, we've already 32 minutes. It's very challenging, right, to put all this like a big scope of learning through days and over my past years, to put that into around 30 or 40 minutes. Okay, I will try to make it around 40 minutes. Okay, number 9 of the matrix is your assets allocation. It's super important. That's why directly related to your finance targets, right? Assets allocation. We need to build up your investors mindset, especially put on your investor's hat, and to really confirm a percentage of your money, of your assets you want to save to grow for the investment. Let that money grow instead of like put in a bank, or just like a wasted without growth. Okay, I define mine at least to be 20%, ideally. Okay, at least 20% to invest. Actually, so far, currently, I'm putting almost 80%. That's crazy, right? Because I'm Asian, I'm a Chinese. We love saving, we love investing into other places, and we love growing money to grow. So, and we are, how do you say that? Frugal, or how do you say that? We do not. We're not so much into me. Okay, I should say me, not all Chinese. We're not so much into like too much luxurious stuff and fancy clothes and all those kind of cosmetic stuff, or all these kind of things. I'm not jewelries. I'm not that kind of person. Okay, because I'm a spiritual and also mindset person. I love coaching. That's why. So, in addition to my financial security stuff, and vitality stuff, in addition to some like traveling, everything, right? Traveling is my part of my luxurious lifestyle, but other parts I I do not put too much money. I do not waste my money on those things, right? Like fancy clothes or shoes. I'm not a typical girls like many others there. Okay, so definitely you want to put a lot of money in your growth, especially at my current age. I still think I'm a little bit not too old and not too young. So in this age, I definitely want to cherish my time, the rest of my time to invest, right, to grow my money. And I've not been aggressive enough, right? Majority of my money, like I mentioned, quite much percentage you put into the secure part of kind of financial investment. So the ratio is not very high. So I need to get some extra money to put into more aggressive investment growth categories. Okay, so assets allocation, there's some like 5 fundamental philosophies, and you should understand. The first one is never lose your money, just like Warren Buffett has the top 2 principles, right? Number 1 is never lose your money, and number 2, refer to number 1. Okay, so that's why I've been put a majority, like almost 80% of my money into that never lose money category, have some moderate growth around 5% or 7%, that kind of a growth. Okay, but it's safe. It will never lose money. That's what I love it. Okay, and now the second part, a symmetric return. That's a area I want to put into more money. It's just like you put into $1, you get $5 back. That kind of like a big return growth. Okay, that's where I want to put more money. Then the third one for your philosophy is really tax saving, how you can save tax. Yeah, majority of my money so far saved is put into never lose money part and also tax saving part. Okay, then the fourth philosophy is that diversification is super important. Assets allocation, the key is diversification. You do not want to put all your eggs into one basket, right? Many of us heard about that, but how do you practice it? Definitely, Tony mentioned, they talked about the 3 buckets. First one is your security bucket, and the second one is a risk growth bucket, and the third one is a dream bucket. So far, majority of mine is in a little bit like a relatively security bucket and a little bit overlap with the risk and growth bucket. I definitely want to add more into risk growth bucket. Give a percentage, okay? Give a percentage of what you want to put into your security bucket. So far, I put like a 60% there. And risk growth bucket, I've already put around 30. And then your dream bucket. The third bucket is your dream bucket. You want to put some luxurious items, like every year we plan for some great traveling. Or you want to buy, like I want to buy my castle. So you want to get some extra money and save on that dream bucket, right? So far I put around 10%. It's just a reference to me, but you can adjust it, okay, as the time goes by, and also with your age and with your risk tolerance changing, you could adjust those numbers, okay? And now that's number 9 of our matrix 11. Okay, we have 2 more to go. How about you? I hope you're still okay with me. 38 minutes. By the way, comment if you are listening to our replay of our video. Make sure that you comment under my video. Give me some thumbs up, share it, and like it, love it, and give some great comments there. Okay, positive or what your inspirations, what your takeaway to encourage me to share more with you. Okay, number 10, resources. Okay, after you have all this kind of a foundation, your mindset, your planning, now it's your resources. What resources you should have? Professional, fiduciary, I'm still not very good at this pronunciation. Fiduciary, financial planners. Okay, those financial planners who can represent you, who are brokers. Unfortunately, I've already found such kind of a great platform and a great team, a whole team, experts and support and resources there. And by the way, if you do not have one, feel free to contact me. I can recommend some great resources for you, okay? And then your books, like here, I have Tony's 3 books related to wealth and money, like Money Master the Game, Tony's. Another one, Unshakable. And the new book, The Past, with Peter Malloch. Okay, so this is just some books. If you have a further interest to go to really get a greater pictures. And Tony interviewed so many financial gurus and successful business owners and investors, and get to into his book Money Master the Game. I definitely recommend you to read that book. Okay, that's my challenge as well. I need read through those books and read them maybe again and again to get the best learning. The masters already summarized for you. Okay, and then the training part. The training, you definitely want to learn the resources, right? Learn more trainings. You want to have some great platforms and brokerage and fiduciary professionals to help you. And they introduce like creative planning. That's a Peter Malloff's company. I believe that's a great resource. My following actions, I will follow them to really to arrange some consultation, right? And also I have my own the financial brokerage and team as well. So that's where I will keep learning as well. And now that's resources, right? There are unlimited resources, but really focus on some fiduciary resources and also the books you can learn and some online resources you can learn as well. Okay, now number 11, and finally the last one of our matrix 11. After you learn all those, what should you do? What you should do? What you should take in action, right? How you would implement them. I have the goals, I have my planning, I have my financial destiny, I have my roadmaps, I have my 5 levels of financial dreams, all the numbers there, roadmaps there, and I have my matrix 11s. And now how do I implement that, right? By the way, this matrix 11 is a part of my implementation. I summarize my learning, and now I'm teaching you. So to also strengthen my learning and at the same time adding value to you, okay? And the implementation is definitely what I want to do every day. I will start my day with my daily abundance meditation. I've been doing that for years, and now I'm adding this wealth part into it. So in my visualization, I will strengthen my dreams, financial dreams, and also get more familiar with my numbers. And in that incantation, I already have my abundance coaching related and niche related, and also my life related incantation. And now I'm adding the wealth part into it. Something like whatever you put into your beliefs, in the best beliefs into money, and also your identity, right? I could definitely incantation on that part. Like money loves me, money loves me, I love money, and also I am abundance blessed angel, I am abundant entrepreneur and investor, all these kind of things, right? Always put that gratitude and also your identity and your belief into your incantation. So that's what I want to do to really enrich and expand my abundance meditation every day, morning and evening time. I've been doing that every day already, so now adding this new components it's not very difficult for me. So it's definitely a great, exciting experience to do. Now the second part is my daily reading. I will keep reading, definitely, especially for the time management, time mastery, that kind of a self-discipline, and turn on all this great practice, right, into habits. That's super important. How you can take those great learning into a great inspiration, into great teaching, and now into great action. And eventually put that action, continuous doing it, continue to keep repeating it. Tony Robbins is like a king of repetition, right? He's been doing his similar live events for years, for thousands of years. And he's keep doing it until he becomes a master in this world. And similar challenge to us as well. And now I get all this inspiration, put that into a teaching, how I can put that into my daily practice, and then turn that into my success habits, right? So definitely daily abundance meditation, daily reading, and time management to implement what I put all this, my goals, my top goals, right, and my roadmaps. Gosh, I'm so happy that today, that's for the 11, matrix 11. Do you love that? I'm so happy and so proud of myself that after the 3 days of learning and after all my years of practice, I now put everything into that matrix 11, so clear for me to refer to. And now the picture is so clear, right? Through the teaching, I become more clear and get more energetic on all my why, my vision, my dreams, my beliefs, my identity, my challenges, my changes, my goals, my assets allocation, my resources, and my implementation. I got a whole picture of my wealth mastery. How about you? I hope you get inspirations and some aha moments from today's training. And I hope write down, comment under my video. Let me know what is the best aha moment, what's your best inspirations, and what kind of actions you can do, and how you can implement this Matrix 11 in your life and really fulfill your vision, your dream to become this person you want to become and contribute and impact more lives. All right, thank you everybody. Hope you enjoy today and also the whole Monday and the rest of this week, and to keep this momentum on and to create more magics in your own life and other people's lives. Okay, remember to dream big and also challenge yourself, have more courage, take bold actions, okay, to really make things happen. Thank you. See you quite soon next week, 2 p.m. Eastern Time in our Abundant Entrepreneurs Group, our Monday Momentum. Bye-bye.